Welcome back to Desert Wood Days, and I am here with Mr. Keith Lopez. Welcome.
Thank you, Kathy. How are you?
So good to see you.
You as well.
I I've known you for quite a while on social media.
Yes, many
So
years.
so this is our first time really meeting face to face, and it's such a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure just watching what you've been doing all these years.
Thank you.
Now
Thank
it's great getting to meet you in
See,
person.
you got me so nervous I got kind of tongue tied
Ah,
there for a moment. Keith, I've watched the work that you do over the years, and I've always been amazed at your work.
well, thank you.
The talent that you know what I'm always amazed at the talent that we have here in Arizona.
Oh, we have plenty. We have a lot.
Yes, we have a lot of talented people here. Um, you just look like when I see you, and I'm not trying to make you blush or anything. I just see this actor that I would see on a big screen in Hollywood. You just have that look. I can see you being on one of those cop shows.
Thank you.
You just have that look. When did you decide that, you know what, I want to do that? I want to be on this big screens.
Always as a kid you want to do it, but the truth is I got into law enforcement when I was really young. I think I was 19, and I don't know. Officers are always looking for off-duty work.
Hmm.
So there was a movie coming to town. I was working at Cochise County at the time, called Cannonball Run.
Okay, I remember that.
And all the big guys, Burt Brown, all of them. Anyway, so I put into work security, and I worked security for that set for quite a few days, and I met a lot of people, that, in the background of it, not the stars, but the background, and just between all of them, I just got a really big interest. I mean, I started getting that bug. I got to watch some of the really cool scenes getting filmed, and it was pretty cool. And then um, I came to Tucson in the '80s, and they were filming the sequel to that.
Okay.
So they're coming down A Mountain, and I actually got to be an extra in that one because I had a police car and they wanted us to set up a roadblock. So I mean that was
Oh,
even cooler.
yes.
And then I just had the bug, so I had to finish my career. I worked as many sets as I could
Hmm.
as security and that kind of thing. And then because I started so young, I got to leave. I got to retire early, so I retired at 39,
Oh, okay.
and I jumped right in. I didn't know anybody. I didn't know the business. I didn't even know one person in the business, but I just started looking and finding my way. And little by little, it's been 12 years now, 13 years now.
Wow. Wow. So, I know a couple other police officers
Mhm.
from Tucson, and it seemed like do you find that a lot of police officers are going into the industry filmmaking,
You know,
or do you know quite a few of them that are gone into the industry?
not until recently. For the longest time, it seemed like it was just me. Now there's uh, Brett is doing it from Phoenix PD. I think Sean Bruby is doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Is Brett a Hispanic guy?
no, he's a white gentleman.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I heard he
I,
just had a really bad accident the other night, and
oh,
I feel bad.
oh, I know Brett. Oh, I
Yeah,
don't know him, but I had reached out to him. Yes,
yeah,
I know who he is.
yeah. Great guy. Worked with him and a bunch of other guys
Mm.
on a couple things, but not really, not
Oh,
really. There's
okay.
another guy that I worked with for years that he's just shown a big interest in it, and so I tried to reach out and help him. Well, he reached out, but I've really been trying to help him, and he's making a little bit of an impact himself. His name's Willie Horton,
Oh, okay.
and he's an older black guy with that big stash that you used to see in
Oh,
the I don't know back in the '70s or whatever. Big old stash, and he just got a unique look, and he's starting to kill it already.
is he a mature man? When I say mature, middle-aged man.
So I think he's probably close to 70.
Okay, I think I know who he is as well.
And
That's
so that's a
awesome.
lesson for everybody.
Don't
Age
they?
is not a factor.
And,
It's,
and
it's not a
that's
factor.
what, and that's when I love when I have mature entertainers on the show that they are here. I'm trying to think of one of the eldest that we had so far, but I can't at the moment. But to show, you look at television, you see people of all age
Sure,
ranges.
sure.
And for someone to say, oh, I've gotten too old to do this, no, that's a mindset
It is.
because there's a need for everyone. There's someone playing a grandma, there's a grandpa, there's a baby.
Absolutely.
Okay, but there's a role for everyone. And you may still want to be behind the scenes doing being a DA, a PA, or
Sure,
who knows?
absolutely. There's
Yes,
something for everybody
there's something for
if you have the
everyone.
desire and you have the work ethic.
So, where you're originally from?
Flagstaff,
From Flagstaff.
yeah,
So, you're native of Arizona?
native. Yes.
Yeah, I am
Yay.
too.
Yeah. Not too many of us.
You've been in this industry for so long. What keeps you here?
All the work, the people, the productions, mostly the people. Um, I see things getting better and better and better. I run into more and more people every day, and I
Mm,
am just so impressed with their talent.
yeah.
There's people that you see that you just say, I'm going to work with them someday. Um, whether they be from Phoenix or here or LA or
Hmm.
whatever, it doesn't matter. You just kind of have that, and it
Right.
happens. You just stay focused and keep working and keep working,
Right.
and it's happening. And things move here. People say it's a dead state. I don't think that's true. I've been really, really busy.
I don't believe it's a dead state either. And listening to even some of the musicians speak about it, they've seen so much growth here.
Yeah,
And they say people come here to Arizona because of the industry.
I've heard that.
So I don't think it's a dead state. When I hear people say it's a dead state or there's nothing to do, that's because they're not getting out doing
That's
anything
right.
or they're not going out to support.
Sure seems right.
You were in Flax. You were raised in Flax. What took you to Tucson?
Well, actually, I wasn't. I was born in Flagstaff, but I only spent a few years there. I ended up down in Douglas, to be honest. That's where I went to high school
Oh, okay.
and grade school and high school. My family's a family of teachers, and that's what took us down there. Actually, was the job for my father.
Oh, okay.
And uh,
So you were off. You were officer in Tucson.
yeah, I
Okay.
retired from Tucson PD.
So being an actor for so long here in the industry, Arizona industry, I like to make sure we're saying Arizona
Sure.
industry because that's what we're talking about. Have you seen a lot of change over those years, positive changes over that year, over those years?
I have. It's funny when I spoke earlier about being an officer on those sets. Man, it seemed like everything was filming. I was working a lot of security in those days. And when I first got into this business, I have to be honest, it was hard to find work anywhere.
Mm,
Anywhere. I started in student film, really.
yeah.
Is how I started. But yeah, as things have been, I did move to LA for a little while, and I came back, and I've been working solid ever since.
Hmm.
Solid doesn't mean every day, but it means
Right.
a lot of productions and
And you
a
know
lot of
what? That's a
opportunity.
blessing to be able to say that. I mean, if
Absolutely.
you can say I worked every year, even once a year on a
Yeah.
film, that's great. Because
I
some
booked
people
three in
go,
the last 3 months,
yeah, because some people go
so
years without a gig.
it's true.
Yeah, so that's awesome.
But it's the opportunities are there, but you have to do your homework, and you have to get out there and find it, and find your niche is what they call it. And I actually took a class on finding your niche.
Oh,
Everybody wants to know, what do you think I'm good at?
mm,
And you want to think what you're good at. Well, this
right.
class teaches you what you're good at. It shows you what you're good at. And if you can learn from that and pick it up, I mean, it's not exact, it's not science, but
Mm.
it gives you a good direction to move towards. And so that's my,
And to explain to our audience that may not know what finding your niche means, could you explain to
it's
them?
it's my type. Am I a cop? Am I a cowboy? Am I a mobster? Am I a bartender? What am I?
Hmm.
What do I portray? School teacher? What do I portray? Am I just a background actor? Is that what I should be? And I don't mean
Or is
just.
that what you want to be?
Well, that's what I mean. I don't mean just either. A background actor, a
Hmm.
commercial actor. Am I scared of the camera? Do I love the camera? All those things
Right,
you got to figure out. Your tendencies. Do you get angry quick? Can you
right,
display emotion? Can you not display? Do you have a lot of, all those things
right.
come into play when you're trying to figure out what is the roles that I would be great at.
And I love that you said you gave us that description because a lot of times people want to skip past being educated.
Oh,
Okay, so in order to go in any type of field, you need to know a little bit about it,
sure.
which means you need to either take some classes, get mentored by someone, or even just Google it.
Yeah,
I mean, you need to know something about what you're trying to get into. So,
absolutely.
knowing your niche, you may not be Superman.
That's right.
You may in your head want to be Superman,
Sure, sure.
but does that director see you as Superman?
That's right.
So, I saw that you also brought your reel with us
I
today.
did.
Why don't we take a look at that?
Sure. Love it. The sooner we get to the bottom of this,
the sooner you can get back to the low-life bullshit you so enjoy.
Well, officer, I guess everybody left. I mean, except for the dead guy, because he couldn't. Because, well, he wasn't alive.
You need to take this seriously. A man is dead.
Well, there's nothing you can do about that.
I have no choice but to consider you a suspect. Your attitude just won you a night in lockup.
I made a mistake. A big one.
I don't think it's anything that we can't
I think
handle.
I might be pregnant. Are you planning my death?
Not yours. Who is this boy?
His name is Alex. I met him at the bar when I went out with Kate the other week.
Do you have feelings for him?
I don't know, I barely know him.
I think you should talk to this boy. I'd want to know if I were him. Coconut milk. Regular milk make you gassy. It was just a joke. Like the lactose intolerant commercials. I think if you're lactose intolerant, you should go with coconut milk or almond milk. I mean, don't make the poor farmer have to do anything special for those certain cows.
Actually, I'm vegan.
Is that a health choice or?
It's just a moral one. You know, animals have feelings too.
Right.
That's a very diverse reel and very nice.
Thank you very much.
I love that. Are you lactose intolerant?
That was a good one. It was
Yeah.
fun. It was a lot of fun putting that together.
Yes. I mean, even the scene with the daughter, I mean, being able to bring out those different emotions.
Sure.
And those are things that actors will be asked to do. So some people think, I just want to be an actor. It looks like fun.
Right.
It's a lot of work.
So much more to it.
That may be 5 minutes right there, but you done been there for 10 to 12 hours sitting
Sure.
away to do that 5 minutes.
Absolutely.
And that's why I love that we're able to share this information with aspiring actors. So other than that, what advice would you give to an aspiring actor?
Well, I would say you need classes. You need to know how to audition. You need to get a business class. And there's master acting class. There's other classes. Because you need to know how the business works.
Mm-hmm.
The business of acting will teach you that you need headshots. You need a reel. You need to make connections with certain people. How to submit. Where to be. What to do. That's why you need to know the business. I think there's nothing more important than a reel. As we just saw, I think headshots are really important too. But I know beginning actors don't have a lot of money.
Right.
So you go work student films, mainly student films and background opportunities. Get out there, learn those, take whatever classes you can afford. But I've always said this to everybody that's asked me. A good down set is better than any class, anytime.
Right.
So I don't care if you're working background, if you're working camera, if you're working sound, whatever it is, if you're a runner, if you're a golfer.
Right.
There's no bad days on set because you can learn.
Right.
Pay attention, be quiet.
And that's the key
And
word
learn.
is paying attention, being observant, not there to just get your selfies and talk to the other cast that's there, is to be observant and pay attention. So what's coming up for Mr. Lopez?
I just got cast. I'm really excited. I just got cast in a film that's going to take place in January. This one is going to shoot in LA, but it's a diverse cast from all over the country. And I got notified just before we came to the audition that I another major film.
Congratulations.
The Righteous 12 we filmed on. That's going to be premiering January 29th
Okay.
in the Century Theater in Tucson in Elcon Mall. And then it's going nationwide theaters in April.
Congratulations.
So that's the big one
Yeah.
that we're looking forward to getting released. You know, all the work that goes into it, you finally want to
Yes.
see them get released and see how they do.
And where can our audience find you?
I'm on Facebook. I'm on LinkedIn. I'm on Instagram. I'm not a great computer savvy guy, and I'm not the best at all that. But I'll get back to you if you want to talk or you want to get a hold of me.
Okay. And where can they find you? What's your username or?
Actor Keith Lopez on Facebook. Instagram and those others, it's just Keith Lopez.
Okay, awesome. It was such a pleasure having you
My
here with us
pleasure.
today.
Thank you, Kathy.
Thank you. And thank you for joining us today here at Desertwood Days, and we will catch you next time.